Hey everybody, I'm Austin with WBRU, and I'm here with Smith and Weeden for a homebrewed session. And I'll let the guys introduce themselves to start out.
I'm Jesse Emmanuel Smith.
Seamus Weeden.
Ollie Williams.
Dylan CV.
Cool. Hello everyone.
How are you, Austin?
This is the earliest homebrewed session we've ever done. I hope you guys know.
This is the earliest set we've ever
We're
played.
feeling that too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like light coming in, outside light. Yeah, it's kind of nice. You guys all had coffee, which is good. Or a couple of you guys did.
Yeah.
I did not get
I'm
coffee.
gonna
That was a
need
bad
another
decision on my
two
part.
tree cups,
Yeah, a
probably.
couple more cups.
Yeah.
Two tree.
Well, cool. So I guess since we're at the beginning of the interview, we should just kind of start at the beginning. I read some stuff about how you guys like kind of got together, and I heard it involved the Whole Foods produce department.
Yeah. Seamus and I met at the Hadley Whole Foods. We were both going to college in Western Mass, out in the Amherst area.
It's true.
Yep. I don't know if we really liked each other at first.
Yeah,
But-
it's kind of a slow draw.
I don't know if we like each other now.
Wow,
But yeah,
this is
we met
awkward.
in the produce department.
Cool. So you're stacking apples one day, and then where was the transition from
Well-
that to playing guitars?
So, shoot, how does the story go?
Jesse, I was playing music. We would talk about music sometimes, and then Jesse had a band that the whole band bailed
They all
on him.
quit same
Oh.
day.
The day of a show.
Day of a show.
So he was like, "Hey, you want to come play some songs that you don't know?" And I was like, "Okay." So we played.
Yeah, we rehearsed like that morning, and my car got towed. Right, I got pulled over, and they took my car.
Wow, so that was not a great week for
It was
you.
It was all right.
It was all right. Man, I don't know if I want to hear about your worst week. Okay, so you guys started playing together, or because all your band quit. You guys made an impromptu band. Where did you guys come in?
I was with another band at South by Southwest, and I met them there. I met Jesse briefly here in Providence, and I met them there, and they ended up coming to record at my house for their EP that you guys have played a little bit of.
Uh-huh.
And I've been in the band since then, and we met Dylan last year, and we're so enamored with his drum skills that we had to have him.
haircut.
And haircut.
And haircut.
And haircut.
Great haircut.
Yeah.
I had filled in for them once or twice early last year, and then I was down in Tennessee with a couple of my friends, and I knew that there was a gig that they might need a drummer for, so I was texting Jesse like every other day, like, "Hey, do you need me or not?" Because the show was the day after I got back from Tennessee. And finally he was like, "No, you're cool. We don't need you." I'm like, "Great." And then the day I got back from Tennessee, I get a phone call. "Hey, can you do the gig tomorrow?" I'm like, "All right." And originally it was just going to be a fill-in gig, but the
rest is history.
the rest is history.
Yeah. Well, the real question is now: if you cut your hair, are you still in the band?
Nope, he's out.
I mean, I was just talking though about getting a haircut overhaul. But,
Oh wow! Oh,
no,
that's big
not
news.
Leave it the way it is.
Let's talk about this off camera.
All right, cool. Well, you guys just finished up a tour, yeah?
Yeah.
Licensed to Chill, very
License to
punny.
Chill, man.
2014.
Super chill.
Our license got revoked in Tennessee, but we kept chilling anyway.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was all right. We kept going illegally.
So where did you guys were kind of in the South, I guess? Some Tennessee, some.
Started in Brooklyn.
Okay, well that's not the
Yep.
South.
Yeah.
Started in Brooklyn, in Williamsburg, and then went to went to Charleston, West Virginia, which was hilarious. And then played 2 shows in Nashville, Asheville,
DC.
York, and then back here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how long? Like month?
10 days.
10 days? Oh, 10
days,
days. Okay.
Much
Oh, so
shorter,
you're
yeah.
much
Super
shorter.
long,
Cool.
but enough to start smelling funny.
Yeah, yeah. That's how you really know it's been a tour. How'd it go? Best story from the tour?
Return show at FET. That was a pretty
Yeah,
good story. So we got back to town, played a show at FET with the Silks and Township, who's from Boston, who rules. And the show was great. It was a super fun time. The show ended and we go outside and there was a shooting. there's a shooting
Oh, wow.
in the street in front of FET, and
Right next to the
our
van.
van was like, it was right next to the van. So there was police everywhere, etc., etc. That was hilarious. And then
That's one word.
I don't
for
think
it.
hilarious is the correct.
no, it's not the correct word. So that happened. I loaded out, got out of there, and went home and caught people trying to break into the van.
It was a great welcome home.
So welcome home to Providence.
And we had
most
just-
dangerous tour stop.
And we had
Providence,
just
Rhode
been
Island.
the night before in the
Most dangerous city.
fourth highest
Crime.
crime rate, the city with the fourth highest crime rate in the country.
And nothing happened. It was
Where,
fine.
well, I was in the van at one point charging my phone, and there was a fight breaking out across the street in the convenience store, and I was texting these guys like, "Guys, I'm gonna die. Like, this is the end." Like,
They all ignored it. Whatever,
they
man.
literally all ignored
He's
me.
fine.
I feel like I'm sensing a trend. You guys like attract trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Life-threatening situations.
Nobody got hurt though on this tour, which was good.
No.
That
There
is
was, like, a
good.
couple of
I
missed
fell down in
bottles.
the shower,
Jesse fell.
but I was okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Fell in the shower.
And he made it safely here for the interview. Thank God.
Yeah.
All right, so you just finished up. And you're starting another tour, yeah? December? Is
Yeah,
that
we're
right?
planning another one, probably about the same length.
All right.
10
So the big
10
question is, does it have a name yet?
days. Oof.
I don't think so.
Oof.
We have to.
No.
We have to actually. There's like a committee that you write to get tour names, and they haven't gotten back to us yet. So we'll find out soon.
Yeah, hopefully this week.
Yeah.
We'll
They're hard
be
to
sure
get. They're
let
hard to
you
get in
know.
touch with.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they get a lot of requests.
But we're thinking about doing the same kind of run, like the same at Nashville, kind of down to Nashville and in that area, and then back
Yeah.
up again. So.
Hit a few different cities.
Cool.
Trying
You
to
guys
do
have
really-
you guys have kind of you have a Texas connection, right? I feel like
I
someone.
lived in Texas for a little while, and I lived in Austin, and me and Jesse stopped playing music for like a year and a half or so when I was down there. And
Uh-huh.
he came down to visit, and we played a couple of like unofficial South by Southwest things.
Oh, okay,
And that's where I met Ollie and his band, his old band.
gotcha. It's South by.
Yeah, I had just met Ollie like a couple weeks before going down, and when we found out that we were both going down, we made plans to like hang out, and we were there. And yeah,
We made it a Deer Tick show.
we met at a Deer Tick show in Texas.
Wow, that's that's so Providence and
Seamus
yet
has
not
a
at all.
Providence.
Seamus has a very vivid story about how he met Ollie in a bar.
Other
doesn't
way
he?
around.
No? Oh.
I remember it so clearly.
Seamus doesn't remember it.
Long story short, we ended up back at my apartment, got quite drunk, and were playing. Realized that we knew a lot of the same cover songs that we all love, mostly the band and
John Prine.
John Prine and stuff like that. So we were like, hey, maybe this could be a thing. I don't
was
even
fun.
know if that was said,
I
but
ate barbacoa for the first time. Beef cheek.
Oh yeah,
That was so good.
yeah.
That's a thing.
Barbacoa tacos. Oh, it's a thing.
Barbacoa
Tacos.
tacos, yes,
Yeah.
for sure. I'm actually from Austin, so
yeah.
Oh,
originally,
yes,
yeah,
you know.
Cool.
yeah. I miss the food so much
Yes,
when I was
tacos
here.
are so good.
Tacos.
Yeah, not the weather. I don't miss the weather,
It's
but
hot.
yeah, very very hot. Today was, or not today. This weekend it was 80 degrees.
That's nice.
Yeah, which I'm actually kind of jealous
comfortable.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the summer you should not be jealous of.
No.
Over 100 all through August. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so you guys can all imagine over 100-degree weather while I ask you the next question. So all right, so you got some tours going on. So tell us about the show that you guys are doing coming up in a couple weeks.
Yes.
17th,
Friday
the 17th at the beautiful Columbus Theater,
On Broadway.
where we recorded our record, self-titled.
Yep.
At the Columbus Theater, and we're playing with Horse-Eyed Men.
Horse-eyed Men.
Horse-Eyed Men.
Yep.
And,
Horse-Eyed Men.
They're locals. They're cool. Check them out.
And our friends, the Sun Parade from Northampton, Mass, who are a lot of fun, killer songwriters, nice guys, good guys.
All around good guys.
Hey,
You know? Hey.
It's our first show at the Columbus in a long time.
Yeah.
And we're super excited to go back and
yeah.
play. And they've got a new sound system, and they're giving the place a facelift. And it's definitely a place to pay attention to because they bring in some of the best music to Providence. And it's an amazing place to go see a show.
Yeah.
To play at.
It's super cozy.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah,
guys
great
you guys
vibe.
spent a while there recording, right?
Yeah. We were there for a week.
Yep.
It was
There
a lot
for
of
a
fun.
week.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Dylan wasn't there.
That was before Dylan.
Well, wait. So tell me a little bit about that album. That's your first full length, right?
First full length.
Yeah.
When did we record
It
it?
has-
Last
It
May or
has
something, or
songs.
April
It was
or something?
2 marches ago.
2 marches ago.
Yeah.
2 marches
So
ago.
like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really go into it very well prepared.
We were pretty naive, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really know what we were doing.
Went into it with the plan to like record it all live, because that's what the greats do, you know. Like
Yeah.
the Rolling Stones recorded all their stuff live, and the Beatles and whatnot. So we thought we would approach it that way, and then found out in the process that that's incredibly hard and incredibly painful and incredibly exhausting. But we did it, and I think it was worth it to record it live. I think you get a little more of the like communication that happens between players and like the emotion of playing live with each other, which I don't think, or I think it can be really hard to get that to come across if you're tracking everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a lot of work, but it was we did
As
it.
we say, it was the hardest and most rewarding thing we've ever done.
Yeah,
I remember running.
it's got all the blood and tears in it.
I remember running into you guys at Local 121. You came over after like a full day of recording, and all of you were just totally like
Hammered.
Shell shocked.
done. Like it was hilarious, but turned out real good.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds good.
Thank you.
So I guess I have one final question for all of you, and it's probably the most important one. So Halloween's coming up.
Okay.
Group costume. Go.
I'll tell you what we did last year.
Okay. All right. That's a good preface.
When we think about, last year we were at different stages of Elvis.
Oh yeah.
A couple of
Oh.
young Elvises over here and
Okay.
a couple of older, sadder Elvises over here. It was good.
I was Jailhouse Rock. You were
Yes,
Vegas.
I was Vegas.
I was biker.
And what was she? Were you like Broadway or not Broadway?
Vegas. Seamus was
That time Elvis was
the
on
king in his
Broadway.
prime. That was
Yeah.
Seamus.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. So this year,
I don't know.
This is non-binding. I'll tell
yeah.
you. Yeah. So what you say here doesn't.
I say we go as never mind.
Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead. Say we go as the
Two
Simpsons.
Beavises, two
The
Buttheads.
Simpsons.
I was
I was gonna say the Flintstones.
Flintstones
would be good.
I actually have a Fred Flintstone costume.
I'll be Wilma.
Oh man, I thought of something the other day too, and I can't remember what it is now. And it was so funny and poignant.
Moving.
Churlish.
I don't know.
I can't remember what it is now.
We haven't talked about it yet.
Oh, Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park
Yeah,
Boys.
there we go.
That's what it is. We'll go as
That's what
Trailer
we'll
Park
do.
Boys,
Who's
yeah.
Bubbles? You're Bubbles.
No. Dylan's Bubbles.
Dylan's Bubbles.
I'm
All right.
obviously
All right.
Julian.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
I guess I'm Ricky.
Well, there you go. You can thank BRU for your.
We can thank BRU
Yeah,
for
thanks for
Awesome ideas.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Good to talk to you.